It is at that time that the Imam will emerge from Medina, hurrying to Mecca, which is our lecture for tomorrow night. It is at that time that the Son of Mary will come down, and the Son of Mary will have his hands on the wings of two angels. It is at that time that the true Messiah will kill the false Messiah. It is at that time that Gog and Magog will be destroyed. It is at that time that the army will come from Khurasan, and no one will be able to stop that army until it reaches Jerusalem. Hadith of Sunan of Tirmizi, Sahih Hadith. And then Islam will destroy the state of Israel, liberate the Holy Land. It is at that time the Hadith which is in Sahih Bukhari and Sahih Muslim. If you want to check the credentials of any of your Muslim leaders in Australia, check them out. Ask him, would you ever quote this Hadith in public? Which Hadith? Test them out with this. It is in Sahih Bukhari, it is in Sahih Muslim, it is muttafaqun alayh. And every Palestinian loved this Hadith. Oh yes. La tuqatilunna al-Yahud, you'll most certainly fight the Jews. Wa la taqtulunnahum, and you'll most certainly kill them. Hatta yaqulu al-hajar, at that time the stones will speak, Ya Muslim, hadha Yahudiyun wara'i, there's a Jew hiding behind me, fata'ala faqtul, so come and kill him. Check them out, your leaders. Which one will quote this Hadith? When you find a man who is prepared to quote this Hadith in public, you got your leader. Now then, let's come to the nitty-gritty. What is the future of the Ummah during this interim period, until such time as Islam triumphs in the world? What we can expect is the emergence, or rather the culmination of the political strategy for the establishment of one world government which will control all of mankind. That we have massively betrayed the Quran is clear from the ayah of Surah Al-Ma'idah. Which ayah? He says, Subhanahu wa ta'ala, ba'da a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu la tattakhidhul yahuda wan nasara awliya ba'duhum awliya'u ba'd wa man yatawallahum minkum fa innahu minhum Inna Allah la yahdi al-qawm al-zalimin. If you're an Arab tonight, good news for you. You don't need a translation. You got it already. But for the rest who need a translation for the word of Allah, remember, if you stay like that, you're disrespecting the Quran. May I repeat that? If you remain like this, that you do not know what I have just said, because you couldn't understand it, if you remain like this, you are disrespecting the Quran, and you'll pay a price for it. O you who believe, do not turn to Jews and to Christians for that relationship in which they become your awliya, a relationship in which you depend upon them for your protection, and you are now subservient to them, like an alliance. Do not do that. Do not turn to the Jews and Christians for that kind of a relationship where you are now subservient to them, and they are your bosses and offer you their protection. Don't do that, says Allah. بَعْدُهُمْ أَوْلِيَاءُ بَعْضٍ. They are protecting friends of each other. وَمَنْ يَتَوَلَّهُمْ مِنْكُمْ وَمَنْ يَتَوَلَّهُمْ مِنْكُمْ. Whosoever from amongst you turn to the world of Jews and Christians for that kind of a relationship. Accept it, submit to it. فَإِنَّهُ مِنْهُمْ. You have left the ummah of Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. You're just whistling in the wind now. You have left the ummah of Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam. If you think you are still in the ummah, you're just whistling in the wind. فَإِنَّهُ مِنْهُمْ. إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يَهْدِي الْقَوْمَ الظَّالِمِينَ. Surely Allah will not provide guidance for a people who commit such an atrocious act of wrongdoing. This is the political landscape of world government, in which you will no longer be citizens of Australia and Bangladesh, but you will now be citizens of the world, governed by a world government, which obviously will eventually be the Jews. What kind of a relationship do the Jews have with us? Does Allah speak about this in the Quran? When they have political control over all of us, what will be our fate? He says in the Quran, take this ayah as well and use it as a test. Will they quote it? Your leaders. لَتَجِدَنَّ أَشَدَّ النَّاسِ عَدَاوَةً لِلَّذِينَ آمَنُوا الْيَهُودِ إِلَى آخِرِ الْآيَةِ. This is the word of Allah, not Imran Hussein. لَتَجِدَنَّ, you will surely find, time and again, أَشَدَّ النَّاسِ عَدَاوَةً لِلَّذِينَ آمَنُوا الْيَهُودِ إِلَى آخِرِ الْآيَةِ. That those who will have in their hearts the greatest hatred and enmity and hostility for you will be the Jews. So now your most dangerous enemy in the world is in charge of you. What a pity. What a future for the Muslim Ummah coming up now. That is the political landscape. What about the economic landscape? What happens when paper money collapses, disappears? Of course, Mufti is either sleeping or eating halwa, because Mufti has not as yet declared that this paper money is haram. We pray that one Mufti might stop eating halwa and take a look at the paper money, inshallah. Ameen. When the world international monetary system collapses and it is replaced by the new monetary system that you're going to hear about tomorrow night, inshallah, not only would the Jews, your worst and bitterest enemy, now have political control over you, they will have economic and monetary control over you. And you'll be frightened when you hear tomorrow night's lecture. And so it's political slavery and economic slavery coming up for us. والحضارة